Hello there my fellow holotable heroes, and welcome to another Conquest video guide. You'll be able to find this and all my other Conquest guides as well as other Conquest tools such as Daily Plan on my SWGOH Life website. So if you haven't seen it yet, go and check it out. There'll be a link in the description below. In this one I'm in Sector 1 and I'll be going up against mini boss. I can't say mini boss in Sector 1 with a straight face because it's absolutely ridiculous. Versus mini boss in Sector 1 as well as final boss. Already done my standard Sector 1 and global feats video a bit earlier, so again you can go ahead check that out if you want. But otherwise, let's go ahead and start off with Sortie. She's got her Omicron activated, which is a little bit annoying, almost like cheating, but hey, it is what it is. So in terms of feats, we have to win with dark side characters only and win with 5 IG series droids. So we only got 5 IG units, so there's no flexibility. You have to use those 5s that I'll be using. In terms of the modifier, they're just having standard droid modifier, which gives them some target locks, and as well whenever they deal damage to target locked enemies, they're recovering some protection, and I think they get a little bit of extra offense as well. So nothing too crazy, only over prepared level 1. Again, nothing too crazy here, at least on paper, until you get to the battle. The data discs, I haven't had like major luck yet, but I did pick up a caustic emission, a ruthless offense along the way. None of them like top discs for what we want to do here, but was the best what I could pick up. So we'll be running IG88 lead. It's the only IG unit with a lead. An enemy is very fast out of the gate because it's BB8's unique, so I just modded all my droids for the insane speeds as fast as I could, at least with a solid data disc set. I'm like, let's see if we can get a few turns in here and do some damage. So with IG88's lead, whenever we critically hit enemies, we are applying damage over times. I also have a Zayton IG88's unique, which target lock enemies can't recover health, and protection as well or something. I can't remember his health and protection, but it's kind of like a healing immunity baked in, and his basic applies healing immunity. Oh man, now that I'm losing people. Who went down? Who was that? IG86. Well, at gear 12 he's very squishy, I guess. Alright, let's see if we can get something done here. As long as we can last long enough, in theory damage over time should take them down, but obviously there with L3, whenever she's hit, she's cleansing her allies, so those damage over times don't really stick. I lost Magna Guard. I'm like, hey, what does Grogu do? I have no idea. I have him at gear 11, so I don't really use him much, so I just use an ability, I don't know, Landed Days or something. But look at this, L3 just knocking us down. Oh boy, can these two guys carry it? Like again, if we would have Zealous Ambition data discs, IG11, he's like what, healer or something, yeah, right? So he could do a lot of damage, and also he applies tenacity down on his AoE that could do a lot of damage if you have like volatile accelerator, a couple of amplify agonies, which I don't, so they decided to park this one for now, and we'll get back again to IG units at the end of the video once I have more data discs. So don't go anywhere, I did complete it, just not in my first run. So I'm like, alright, at this point I just decided to go ahead and do my dark side units only, just throwing in these guys for some damage over times. Palp's there to provide turn meter gains with his leadership, Vader there obviously for damage over times, Watt as well, Malak for keeping these guys under control because Sortie starts off with an AoE, she crits Malak, then Malak gets a taunt and everybody have to hit Malak and he's just constantly fearing them. Nihilus is there useful also for some damage over time whenever he gets a turn, and also cooldown increases and highlights. But as you can see, Malak keeping these guys with fear under control, and then Darth Vader, that's his second Merciless already, he starts calling people, Malak draining people, Nihilus increasing cooldowns, so we're totally wrecking these guys. There we go, annihilated Sortie, and now we just have to take down Lowboat, BB8, and we should be good to go here. So definitely the dark side one not as challenging as the 5 IG units, which again I'll come back to it at the end of the video once I have better release set. for now, let's move on to the final boss in Sector 1, which is just a standard Padme Galactic Republic squad. Let me show the data disk I'll be running. So I've got Caustic Emission, Ruthless Swiftness, and Volatile Accelerator. I did take out Voluntary Vanguard off because then my Drogan was getting marked and the fit is Drogan surviving, so I didn't want him marked. So I took this disk off. Just a standard Padme team that we are facing now. We have to win with Drogan surviving, and then with, again, only dark side, same as for the mini boss. So it's a kind of repeat feat. Now they do not have Steadfast Retribution, which is actually a bad thing, because if you use CLS, Steadfast Retribution is doing so much damage to your allies that CLS is just constantly at 100% turn meter. He's taking so many turns, and you can, you know, just loop these guys, and that's why I think CG did not give us here Steadfast Retribution, because it would be too easy for us. But this one, whenever an ally is defeated, all allies gain offense, recover health and protection. So it's not even that great of a modifier, to be honest, because once they start losing people, you know, they will be in trouble. So a little bit of health and protection recovery won't help. They are over prepared free, which will make them very fast, unfortunately. But I'll be starting here with CLS, and Padme, she's very fast when she's over prepared free. That's why I will be stunning Padme first. Obviously, depending, you may need to adjust your lineup if your Drogan is low gear. I'll be doing some low gear testing at the end after I do all the Sector 5, so be on the lookout for those if you do have lower gear characters. But anyway, I'll start Padme first, then Anakin does his AoE, that's fine, we can take it, getting some counter attacks, which feeds turn meter to the team. Let's swap the stance, let's call actually Hunt for an assist. I don't know exactly what Drogan does, I just unlocked Leia. So I haven't really used him all that much. Let's go get above this spell, and obviously Kenobi constantly taunting whenever protection up expires. Should I just go ahead smack an AoE? Yeah, we can ignore taunt now because we use call to action. Trying to get Anakin down. Oh, Kenobi died off there. Anakin got a bonus turn. Okay, let's try to just burn through all this protection up because we don't want these guys stacking up courage. Oh, that was a big hit from Drogan, eh? Whoa. An AoE coming in. Alright, Anakin's down, so the only threat at this point is Padme. So let's just see if we can pin her down, take her out before she gets to do a whole lot. There we go, get a stun. Drogan's actually really useful on this one. I think Padme will die from damage over time when she gets a turn anyway, so I'm turning my attention now over to Ahsoka just to stun her so she doesn't cleanse the debuffs. There we go, got us Padme down, and just have to go after Ahsoka and we should be good to go here. Winning with a full Rebel squad, helping us with the global Rebel feat, as well as keeping Drogan alive for the Sector 1 feat here for final boss. So now again you have dark side, so just use the same team as it used versus mini boss, just helping us out with a little bit those damage over times we have to apply. Malak there for building Malak. Probably I should have put Voluntary Vanguard data disk back on just to make sure Malak is constantly taunting, because otherwise Padme can just, you know, kick anybody in the face. But I don't know, I just decided just to, I don't like to change my data disks unless I have to. Anyway, Vader does Vader things. Now C-3PO, there's a little bit annoying because he put protection up on everybody, which means they will be resisting debuffs that can be resisted, but at least we got ability blocks on them because Vader's basic, Rebels and Jedi, they can't evade and as well can't resist the ability block, so at least we keep these guys under control, except Padme, she's not a Rebel or a Jedi, we don't get a guaranteed ability block on her. But otherwise Vader, here we go, another merciless. Let's go ahead and get Anakin out. As you can see here, their modifier kicking in, they're recovering some health and protection, but Vader is, you know, keeping these guys again under control. Let's see, just do, I wasn't brave enough to call there, I guess Padme, just decided to hold it still for now. Alright, okay, there we go. Let's go ahead, clean up the confusion for Malak so he can actually taunt. Let's see if this will be enough. Yeah, it was. Kenobi's down. Let's do a Force Crush. And now we can go into Merciless again. Just do a basic over here, basic over there, and yeah, that should be enough. There we go. Palm is down. So even with C-3PO in there, we were still able to somehow get our Terminator train rolling. And you know, from here on out, I think should be smooth. There we go. C-3PO dying there. And now just down to Ahsoka. The reason why I went after C-3PO, I'm just trying to stall the battle here, just so I can land a little bit more damage over times, because I still needed to complete that feed here in Sector 1. And it's completed right on cue as well. Damage over times here for me, and as well dark side for the final boss. But it's not the end of the video, so don't go anywhere. As mentioned before, I will be coming back now to Sortie, because after completing Sector 1, obviously I had more data disk already. I also picked up at the beginning of Sector 2 Amplify Agony data disk, so now I can go back, reattempt the Sortie battle with the same IG lineup, with, you know, lots of as much speed as I could on those guys. And as well, we'll get a help from a consumable here that obviously you get right at the beginning of Conquest, so everybody will have this. You get it for free. So you get Dark Trooper Moff Gideon summoned to the field, and he will help us here a little bit. Just another extra target that enemy can hit, but also he'll be doing a lot of damage for us, as you will see from the battle. So he's really cool to use here, and it doesn't count, you know, against the feed because he's not IG. He's a summoned unit, so I guess the feed just ignores him. Again, same droids, same speeds, like, you know, 300 plus on everybody pretty much. But enemies, because of BB-8 unique, are still very, very fast. Okay, so they get a few turns to begin with. There we go. Okay, perfect. Okay, so you can see Amplify Agony now helping us out a little bit here with the damage that IG-11 is putting out. Sure, let's just do an AoE. We're gonna lose Magna Guard, that's fine, that's the way it is. Okay, alright, so you can see we all got L3 down already in the yellow. Let's do an AoE, more damage out, definitely L3 annoying with her cleansing. There we go, she finally died there. So did BB-8 from damage over time, so now should be easier. They don't have L3 constantly cleansing them. I'm like, what does Grogu do again? Dispels debuffs. What this one? Yeah, let's do the other one. I think it's a daze or something. There we go, we got Lobo down. Like, I have no idea what Gideon does. Okay, that's a taunt. Alright, that's useful, I guess. I'll just go after T3 next, and then we'll deal with Sortie at the very end. Let's go ahead, heal up a little bit. Perfect. And yeah, Sortie will, I guess, just die from damage over times. There we go. Huh? Not doing any damage to her. Oh, is it? I guess she's like getting protection up or something every time we deal damage to her. And I guess damage over times count as dealing damage. So actually, can we get through her? I guess we'll just keep going. See if we can ramp up damage in a way. Or let's get target locks out there. Perfect. We got healing immunity, target locks. So Sortie shouldn't be able to recover health and protection now. It's just that protection up she's getting that is keeping her alive. Okay, there we go. It looks like the only one that's doing some damage is Gideon. Everybody's just tickling her. So maybe Gideon can get in there, get a couple of big hits. Yeah, let's call Gideon for an assist. Why not? Oh, okay. Oh, that was a big hit. What's going on basic with Gideon? This attack deals 10% more damage for each debuff. So actually Gideon was the one that was able to finish off Sortie for us, looks like. With all those damage over times. What, she had like 60 stacks sick or something, so his basic was doing like 600% more damage at this point. So definitely you have these debuffs data discs. Actually, Dark Trooper Moff Gideon, the consumable one here, is very useful. And because he was from consumable, it didn't count against the feat, so still able to actually complete this with 5 IG droid units. So this is definitely, guys, one that, you know, if you can't complete straight away, just move on, don't waste time and energy on it. You can always come back at the end once you have all the good data discs, and obviously save yourself Dark Trooper Moff Gideon consumable, because at least for me it was very useful. If you really can't complete it, it's only 2 key cards, so you know, I wouldn't bother stressing about it unless you really are pressed to get every single key card you can. Alright guys, hopefully this video was useful and helpful. I'll see you in Sector 2 video guides, but until then, have fun, enjoy life, and may the RNG be with you, my friends.